Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. This is Joseph Romeo at Remax Executive Realty and RomeoRealEstate.Live, where we review all the new listings every single day. Today we have a special treat. We have Jason Danowski from Model Mortgage joining us. A pre-recorded message from Monday to discuss the lending market and how those conditions impact real estate. This is going to be a weekly segment on our program, and I'm excited to have this included in RomeoRealEstate.Live. I did want to put this out there to any of my other business partners, whether you're a lender, home inspector, attorney, whatever it is, anything real estate related. If you would like to produce content for my live stream, I would be more than happy to discuss it with you and potentially get it up on my stream, because I think I'd like to add as much value for my people as I can, and I do think that this is very worthwhile. So let's take a look at what Jason has to say. Keep in mind, like I said, this is a pre-recorded message from Monday.
Hey, happy Monday. Quick market update. Mortgage bonds are down just a little bit this morning. Nothing really to write home about. Kind of a slow day activity-wise so far anyway. What I want to talk about is what we think the road ahead looks like in terms of inflation and what impact we think it might have on the upcoming spring market. May 10th is a date I would say for everyone to put in your calendar, remember in your head, and just keep an eye out for. That's the date that we're going to see the CPI report that's going to show us the inflationary data for the month of April. There's a couple different reasons that we think this is relevant and marks an important point. So I just want to take a look at a chart real quick to kind of show you what we're talking about. So what this chart really shows is how the inflationary data from the CPI looks, and it's based on a year-over-year basis, right? So if you remember last year, back in June, we were saying, hey, listen, we're in for a rough summer because we knew we were heading into one of these valleys in terms of where inflationary data for 2022 was going to be, especially when you compared it to 2021. We knew those numbers were going to look rough, and that as we exited into the fall, they were going to get better. We were telling everybody, look for October, look for October. Sure enough, October, the CPE report came, showed better data, rates started to improve, and gradually over that fourth quarter last year, we got them down about a full percentage point. So here we are in January, and we're looking at the road ahead, and we're heading into another one of those valley situations. Except in this case, when we compare our 2023 data against 2022's inflationary data for the first quarter last year wasn't that bad, and there's going to be some rough comparisons. We're not going to see those drastic reductions on a year-over-year basis. So things could be pretty much flat and stagnant, maybe even get a little worse in the pricing world during the first quarter. I don't expect a huge rupture or rumble, but somewhere around the area of flat, maybe it'll be a little bit worse, is what we might see through the month of March. And as we exit March, you see us coming out of that little valley, April and May, for the numbers to look a lot better. And there's a couple other factors that I think, besides this year-over-year data, that are going to be contributing here. And the other one is shelter costs. So as far as rents go, rents are a hugely lagging indicator. So when you see these CPI and PCE reports, shelter, aka rents, they're a big piece of where they're saying inflation is at. And unfortunately, that data lags months behind. So if rents have had any major change, they're still not really impacting these figures, which is not allowing these to be felt throughout the markets. Another reason we look at May as an important kind of inflection point where pricing is going to be is because by then we think a lot of the data is going to be catching up. And when we talk about, you're hearing people talking about rental prices improving, I want to clarify what they're talking about. They're not saying rents are getting cheaper. I'm not seeing that anywhere, and I'm sure you're not either. What we're talking about is that rents are decelerating, and that the rate at which rents have been going up is simply slowing down and becoming less and less. That factor is very, very good for mortgage bonds and very, very good for mortgage rates. Unfortunately, it's on a huge lag. And as that data catches up, as we get further into the second quarter of the year, that's where we're going to start to see that factor really start to impact rates and inflation and everything else. So keep an eye out for May 10th. We think there's going to be some great news there. Maybe not specifically in that exact report, but leading up and seeing May and that CPE report is a big inflection point. Now, let's say this all comes true. Combine this with the fact that mortgage applications are on a rise. Week over week, purchase mortgage applications are actually up 26%, which is nuts, and I'm really happy to see. They're obviously still down year over year, but we're comparing to an absolute alien of an environment as far as last year goes. With that said, there's more buyers getting ready to hit this market. Just having interest rates even down a full percentage point has already got people kind of poking their heads back above ground saying, oh, maybe I'll go take another crack at this. Let me go buy a house. And it's going to get more competitive. Let's look at the inventory situation. Thank God it's not as bad as it was last year. This time last year was brutal. And it's no utopian right now by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm glad to really not have a repeat of last year. With that said, we're still with a very constricted, very confined inventory, and we're going to see more buyers coming on in the spring. So I know people are calling for this big haircut and, real estate appreciation. Maybe we get it on a national level. Maybe some markets get it. But here in the Northeast, I'm just still seeing a situation where we've got a lot of not a lot of properties available and more buyers coming out to market. So if you're representing buyers, I definitely recommend get them out there sooner than later. The competition exists right now, and it's only going to get more steep as we head into the spring months. I think as rates continue to come down, you're going to see more and more buyers come out of the woodwork, and it's just going to be that much more competitive. That's my 2 cents. I hope you found this data helpful. If there's anything else I can do for you, feel free to reach out. As always, have a great week.
Thank you so much, Jason. Do appreciate that input, and thank you so much for providing that content. Look forward to seeing your information next week. But for now, we're going to hop right into the new listings of the day. And I haven't actually previewed the listings themselves, but I did see what we are going to be looking at, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting batch of listings to take a look at today. So we have about 11 to take a look through. So this is going to maybe take us about 10 minutes to get through, but we do have a couple beauties on here. We got this 5,000 square foot Brookfield home. We got this waterfront property in Spencer, this nice colonial in Grafton. So there's a lot to look at. So let's start with 59 Lake Road in Brookfield. So we got a 4-bedroom, 4-bath house, and the square footage is massive. This thing is gigantic. I mean, you expect at this price point in Brookfield, $825, it's going to be something special, and it looks like so far it is going to be. But I mean, just take a look at this. You got this stone front up here. Definitely a unique house. I don't know how much of it is original. Let's see, what year was this built, or if anything was like added onto it over the years. 2005. So there's a very good chance that this is all original construction. And you go in here, yeah, you're going to see the tall ceilings. You're going to see the openness. Ooh, look at that. That is good. And I'm going to be taking notes to see if there's anything in here that I want to add into my monthly recap, because that's something that I'm going to be starting to do pretty soon, where I take all the best listings of the month and I wrap them into like one whole episode of RomeoRealEstate.Live. And if you're going to watch one episode of this at all, a month, that's going to be the one to watch. But this one looks like it could be a contender already. I mean, it's a beauty so far, but we'll see. I mean, I saw that walk-in pantry over there. Let's see. Kitchen side. It's a little, I don't want to say funky, because that's like a negative, a word with a negative connotation. I just like this like thing that's sticking right here. That's throwing me off a little bit, but it's a nice kitchen. A ton of counter space. Like the floor is nice and glossy. There we go. Tall ceilings in the bathroom with the tiled shower, tiled tub. What do we got? Ooh, like this. Yep, these are just like regular rooms. Here's your, I don't know if this is a basement. It looks like, it appears to be your finished basement. Oh, and they've got another stone fireplace in there. That's really nice. Okay, you know what? This is inching closer and closer to being added to my favorite properties of the month. And look at this. Okay, so you've got this vinyl decking on the flooring. So I'm assuming this has got to be like a 3-season deal. But you got Those light. Oh, I thought those are speakers. Those are lights. Recessed lighting. A lot of wood. Oh, this isn't even connected to the house. Oh, okay. So they got this like little fireplace here. They got the grill in here. So this is like a straight up party room. It's my party room. Love it. Okay, yeah, I'm adding this one. This one is nice. This is a nice one. You got like all that land. Only house except for this guy. But wow, look at that. I love this. Oh, and you're down the street from the pond too. Love it. How much acres? 2 acres? That's good. I'm adding it. This is that. My recap is gonna be in about a week, so you'll be seeing this house again. Where did I put that? Monthly review January. Okay, there we go. Beautiful listing. And we got another one, another potential contender. We got 11 Shady Drive in Spencer. I want to throw that one on the map real quick, see what we got. Ooh, Stills Reservoir. Very nice. Okay. Amazing tri-level waterfront home. Ooh. This is a good stream today. So it definitely used the old photos. Oh wow. This is like unique. It looks like you got this part of the house, but then they got this house just like stacked on top of it. That's what it kind of looks like. It's different, but you got I like the balconies a lot. I really do. And you got this awning down here over the patio. And then you've got this, which I assume is for your boats, like boat storage. Nice. There's your money shot right there. Oh, this is such a fun listing. Oh, look at that. Okay, not so much on this one. Oh, hold on. I gotta take this call. This is like top client here. Hey, Tiffany, can I call you back in about 10 or 15 minutes? All right, thank you. Thanks, bye. Sometimes when you're one of the most important clients call, I've got a couple most important clients, but when they call you, you got to pick up and make sure you give them some attention. But we got to finish up the stream first, so I am looking here. I love this. Like, you just look up and it's white. It's nice. I haven't seen the inside of the house yet, though. Come on. Okay, all right. Got some tall ceilings, some openness here. Ooh, that's cozy. Using that as a bedroom, that's a very nice one. Yeah, I mean, it's not super modern, but I don't think it has to be. I think this house gets a pass. Ooh. I mean, I'm not a fan of spiral staircases personally because I've had a house with one and we had to carry the laundry up and down. This looks a little bit nicer than that cheap steel one that I had. Very nice. And I'm adding this one. We're going to look at this one again in a week. Monthly review, January. There we go. So we're pretty much just going to redo this episode. Got 5 Atlanta Drive. So here's a more traditional colonial home. This guy's got 4 bedrooms, 750 square feet. Yeah, it's nice. I like this little area over here. Ton of cabinet space. Tall ceilings in the bedroom, very nice. You got your finished basement. And I'm just kind of taking it in. I don't have a buyer in this price range at this point. Oh, it does have. Oh, wow. It's got the pool. It's a good price. Price for this house. Should go quick. Subject to seller for a few quick closing possible. Got it. Next up, we got 1 Greenbrier Lane in Auburn. I'm excited about this one. We got a oversized ranch. I mean, okay, well, it's 1,700 square feet plus the finished basement, but that's a ton of space. It is beaut. So you got this like little recessed porch here, that stone front. It's just gonna be big and open in this inside. Modern kitchen. I like to see that. It's nice. And there's your basement. This is what I wanted to see. Ton of space in this house. At $575, I think that's a pretty good price too. This one's gonna fly. Greenbrier Lane. I mean, I know practically every street in Auburn, but I just look. Oh, wait a second. This isn't Jason. I didn't fix this. There we go. There we go. There I am. You all know who I am. Most of you, at least. Okay, so it's between Loring and Paul. Oh, nice. Good area. It's a good listing. Next, we got 7 Gary Circle in Westboro for $567,500. Tri-level split. Yeah, I mean, it's Westboro, so you're going to be paying top dollar. And it's a tri-level split. I love those because they just have like all that extra space. Sometimes they have like an extra basement. Like they have many of these tri-level splits have like basements on top of basements. And honestly, it's a pretty good price for Westboro. Seemingly. Flat yard. Patio and a deck. What's not to like? See, we got still got a bunch to go through. I gotta call my person back. You know what? I think I'm gonna push a couple of these out until tomorrow. Let's see, which ones am I gonna skip today? I'm gonna skip this one in Southbridge. And that's it. So we'll push that one out to tomorrow because the rest of them kind of expire. $21 Brattle in Worcester. 4 beds, 1.5 baths. For $450, this seems about right. It's kind of hard to tell from the photos, but I think what makes it $450 is this breezeway in the garage. That can get me there. Next, we got 2 Field Drive in Sturbridge. Let's see, what do we got? 3 and 1.5 baths. So don't have a buyer for this at this time. You people have to fill up my buyer list. I want to be more active on this. Just like taking anything while I'm dancing to myself. This is like the most boring internet TV you've ever seen. But that's okay. Oh, you got the dual decks. That's kind of nice. I like how they kind of like the staircases go down to each other. Fire pit. A little wetland back there. Next, we got 5 Buffum Road. This is one I was really looking forward to seeing. So let's see what we got. 5 Buffum. When it's on the Oxford Charlton line, it's turnkey for $349. It's not bad. Let's see how close to Buffinville. No, not close at all. Okay, so it's over here by this little junction. like the kitchen. You don't see that kind of shading and coloring on your cabinets. Not the whole thing's not super modern, but it's nice. Pretty turnkey, like they said. Finished basement. Not bad. Cute. Next, we got 8 Gilman Street in Worcester. Just over 1,000 square feet. Yeah, I mean, at this price point, there's not going to be much to talk about. I think it's fixed up enough. Decent looking enough. That's all I have to say about that. I mean, at that price, you can't complain. 296 Oak Street. And this is our last one of the day. This one's in Shrewsbury, so $300,000 in Shrewsbury. This one's going to be not much to write home about, but hey. Cute little thing. And at that price, you can't go wrong. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a great stream. I cannot wait to see you again tomorrow. And we're going to review the new listings tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye.